Yo,
Oh, I know who that is. That's Neville Chamberlain and Hitler.
do you know what the policy that Britain and France used during the time?
Oh yeah, they used a policy called appeasement to try to satisfy Hitler's demands so that he wouldn't want to have war.
Well, was appeasement the right thing at the right time?
A risky policy that purchased valuable time. Appeasement was a policy made to please and satisfy Hitler's many demands, hoping that he would stop demanding for more. As Hitler always said, that this is the last demand. However, Hitler was a liar and would always demand more. For example, Hitler demanded for the Sudetenland to be Germany's, and that was it, but still went on to invade Czechoslovakia. With this, along with other instances of Hitler's lies, Chamberlain must have known how risky a policy appeasement was. However, as nobody wanted war, with memories of the First World War still relatively fresh, Chamberlain was pressured to try to avoid war at all costs, even if he had to use a risky policy like appeasement.
Appeasement was a right policy at the right time. It's a statement that supports the argument, was appeasement justified? Such as in the Sudetenland crisis of 1938, evidence to support this was when Germany wanted to move into Czechoslovakia in 1938. This means that the British army would not have been powerful enough to stop them, meaning that the appeasement policy was the only action that Britain could stop to stop Hitler's threats to neighboring countries. Overall, appeasement was the right policy at the right time in Czechoslovakia in 1938 to stop Europe from entering war.
The wrong policy, but only with hindsight, is a statement that opposes appeasement was justified. For instance, this may have occurred during the remilitarization of the Rhineland on March 7th in 1936, when Hitler and the German troops made their first advancements in the old German territory of the Rhineland that had been taken away by the Allies due to consequences in the Treaty of Versailles. The reason why people saw this in hindsight was because a majority of the British population felt that Germany was walking into its own backyard. But also a majority of the people would not know what to expect from Hitler from that point onwards, as he kept saying that he had no more territorial demands. Therefore, appeasement was not justified, as this was the wrong policy at the wrong time, as this could have been seen during the remilitarization of the Rhineland.
A betrayal of the people of Czechoslovakia. Appeasement was a policy that gave Hitler what he wanted to avoid war, and although countries like Britain and France might have been able to avoid full-out war, there were many countries that suffered due to Britain and France allowing Hitler to have whatever he wants. For example, Czechoslovakia was taken over for no reason just because Britain and France didn't want to stop Hitler and possibly cause war. This is why appeasement was a betrayal of the people of Czechoslovakia.
Those are some good points. But ultimately, was appeasement justified or not?
In conclusion, you can say that appeasement was both justified and not justified, but the evidence suggests that appeasement was more not justified than justified. Some reasons that prove this are the fact that Hitler made so many demands and said that they were the last one, but he kept asking for more. So Chamberlain would have known that Hitler was a liar and that appeasement would not work, and that Hitler wanted war.